Hi everyone and welcome to my short video how to convert existing release pipeline from Azure DevOps to YAML pipeline, also in Azure DevOps, and then to GitHub Action. So this video is in the workshop style, so I hope you will be able to replicate in your own environment. Mariusz Ferden here, more than 25 years in the IT. Started as a journalist of Commodore 64 and Amiga, then working for the IT corporation, banks and so on. Please visit my GitHub page, GitHub Mariusz Ferden, and also my MVP profile. Just I has been honored by MVP award by Microsoft. So my hobbies is traveling, and nowadays just we never meet something like that server delivery in China. Okay, so let's go. I will use two tools. The first one is YAML to convert release pipelines to YAML pipelines, and then if we have YAML pipelines, I will be using this tool, the second one that is available via Microsoft Azure website, but you have also access to the source code via the GitHub repository. So let's start. And at the beginning I have here at least one project, and I see that I have no any YAML pipeline. There is no any YAML pipeline, but I have release pipeline, and as you see that release has been executed successfully. This release have at least two stages. One stage, let's say Azure stage. Let's edit that one. It's working under the agent Windows 2019, so it's creating resource group and then deploy ARM template biceps 1 to deploy Azure Container Registry. The second one stage, Docker stage, and so it's simply Docker build stage. Just I'm executing Docker build and then push the build to the registry. Not so much complicated, but as you see, it is release pipeline. It's a graphical one, but the problem is with the search for the code. For example, normally you can just go to Azure DevOps and search for any code here. But if it is a release pipeline, you cannot just do that one. Just because searching is not search for code that is stored in the release pipeline, for example. So let's try to convert them. So let's move to the first website, just YAML. This tool was designed to export YAML pipelines, but when Azure have built pipelines and no option to export. Nowadays it have exporting that one, so the option is available via Azure portal. So in that case the tool is not useful, but you can use this tool for convert release pipeline to to YAML pipeline. So first of all, you need to have .NET Core 3 .1 SDK or .NET 6 SDK. So let's first install .NET 3.1 SDK. Okay, let's open the file and very fast execute that and install. Okay, installation finished successfully. So let's back to our GitHub page, and what I need to have, let's move to the point that one. Just open PowerShell. And execute .NET update command. Okay, so the tool has been successfully installed, what is very good. What I need to do next, I need to create a path access token with read access to our releases. Okay, so here and not here, but here, personal access token and new token, and let's say to migrate organization and I give to read access, let's say to everything. But only read access, so no problem. Token administration not. Okay, that can be skipped at least, but for the security reason, just follow that one. More permission is not necessary. For me it's just for testing purpose, so not so much important. Okay, our path token. Okay, our path token, and let's back here and execute this command. Okay, so that one, and my organization is like that one. here. So my organization here and my project. Okay, so let's execute that one and output number 1. So make sure that we have here temp and output 1. Not that one. That one maybe faster. Okay, so let's execute that one and wait a sec. Okay, let's create this directory. Some errors occurs and let's check what we have. Okay, I see that I have a problem, but the problem just it's with the probably with the path token, just you are not authorized. Probably with the variables group, just I noticed the message display has something about the variables group. So let's go to our token once again. That one, migrate, edit, and let's check what we have. Security, I wouldn't like give to the manage. Token administration also not, user profile not, but yes, there is a variables group and wiki. Read only I add these two and execute it once again and consult our documentation. Okay, variables group for sure it needs. So be sure that you give this permission. I give more, but it's not important for me at this moment, but in your production you should not give more permission. So let's generate that once again. Okay, and I see that one file has been created. Okay, Docker build it, and it is converted to the YAML pipeline from the release pipeline. And also, as I see, there is 2 stages, and the script and everything seems to be converted more or less correctly. So let's execute it once again, but with different project. I will use that one. Okay, and we have also pipelines here. No any pipeline, what is good, but I have release pipeline. So it will be the same, but the project will be a different. And the project will be like that one. So let's generate it once again. Create a new directory. Okay, and directory has been created, and that one, okay, I have several release pipeline here, and several files has been created. So here I have several pipelines. So at least that one, it was working. So it's version 3.8, and it is also version 3.8. And I can just very fast edit that one, and I have also stage that one and several tasks and another stage. Okay, if I have this one, let's test something if it will be working correctly. So let's use that one. So I will use that one to create release pipeline. To create YAML pipeline. So pipelines and create pipeline. Where to store it? In the Azure one. And let's choose a starter pipeline. Okay, I have one example. Just it was stored in my repositories. Just I have here a repository, but I will use the pipeline that has been created for me, and I see here variables that I am using, and here some of the stages. And some are some task has been created automatically for me. Okay. Okay, I see that some of the settings has been created for me. Just I am from the variables, I am using here a group of variable group, what was correct, just because this my pipeline. I will show you use variables group, what is completely okay. It was in the library, yes, this variables group with the secrets also. So I suggest always use variables group during this conversion. In other cases, variables that was used here are here, and we have then we have stages. So the first stage, create shared infrastructure, and we have a job, and after a job we have a task, and we have an agent job window 0, and then we should have also Docker build, but so it depends on agent Linux display name. I do not see here the problem that I cannot see currently on which agent that it will be executed. Just if we go to here and edit that one, we see in the shared executed, for example, that one is executed on the Ubuntu. So search if we have here any information about the Ubuntu. So Ubuntu, the information is not here. So probably we need to add this information here. Okay, so let's see how it should look like here, and we have what kind of Azure pipelines, what kind of agent pool has been supported by Microsoft currently, and in the YAML pipeline we have jobs, okay, here, and the first one we need to add the pool. For that one it's something like that. We have no any definition of that, I think no. So let's try to add it here. Not here, but agent name here. Oops. Here, and that one is Windows latest, should be. Okay, so that one. Okay, but okay, that one under this job. Okay, and let's for the search for the next job. And here we have a Linux one. Depends on the job number 0. So here pool, but the pool is Ubuntu latest. VM image is Ubuntu latest. Okay. And here is Windows 1 once again. Just we have here a second one, agent, but currently we have no Visual Studio agent, so we use also that one. In that case, okay, and save that one, and let's save as a commit message build. Okay, we have some of the errors. The shared infrastructure has invalid name. Let's go to the pipeline. The pipeline has been executed, but let's share. Okay, there could not be a space in the stages. Okay, let's save that one once again, and we have a pipeline. Okay, the pipeline has been executed automatically just after a commit. So after a commit, the pipeline has executed automatically, and we see it is working currently. Okay, so I see it is executing. So let's back to it and cancel the execution. And let's edit this pipeline. And add statement here to trigger none. So I save that one, and it was cancelled, but currently it will be not run every commit. So I have a pipeline here. Let's see all pipeline. I can choose that one. I can edit it once again, or just I can run pipeline. Moreover, I can enable system diagnostic here, and I can define some of the variables here, define which stages I would like to run, and I have no resources here, but I can just run it once again here. Now manually. Okay, so it was the first one. I will cancel that one. So let's move to the another project that I have here. Just for reminder, I have here release pipeline as previously, 2 stages with several tasks, but that one is smaller one, so some of the tips and tricks for this kind of migration, but I create a new pipeline. Okay, and start the pipeline one again. And as previously, I use my exported one. Okay, and I will use that one. What this tool generated it for me. Okay, and as previously, I need to add, let's back to here, just I have a pipeline, what I need to add just from the beginning. Trigger none, just I wouldn't like to execute it automatically, and currently I use a pool, Azure pipeline pool, Windows latest. So I will add it here. Something like that. And I have steps here, and I have another task, another steps, and here another agent job. Okay, so I see that one is much smaller, but what I see that I have here as steps, but what I do, if I cannot use this tool from here, just corporate policy doesn't allow me to use this kind of tool, I can use this kind of template. I remove that one completely, just add only info, add my steps here, and here there are additional steps. Add my task here, and here add my task here. So I can start with this kind of template, where I have some of the variables that should be converted to the variables group, similar to that one, just and using this task. this pane, so I can add a variables group, for an example. I can use that here also. It's another project, so not. Okay, but whatever. And I have two stages: Azure stage and Docker stage. Add my task here and remove this task also here. Okay, it should be something like that. Okay, I have here Azure state, job. Let's name it also as that one. And that one. Okay, here it's good. And I can treat that one as my template. Okay, that one. Just I share that one as a template. Okay, for future use. But how to add task here? You can just go to your project and go to your release pipeline, edit that one, and here I have stage number 1, and edit each task from here. Just here I have add a task to your job and view YAML. And you see that under the steps you should add this code. You can just copy it to the clipboard, go to the notepad, and then add this one. You can just go to the next one, copy to the clipboard, and add additional one. And then you can also just correct, just get all your variables, just your template. Just your template should not have variables here. So add variable here. Exactly that one is a template. Okay, so once again, copy that one, copy to the notepad, copy the next one, copy to the notepad, and next stage, copy, and the next one, view YAML, copy. And then so variables collect all together. Remove duplicate that one. The next one. Remove duplicate one. And that one, it was here. Okay, so we have manually exported that one. And so we have our template. So add our variables here. Cannot set that one, so must convert to proper here and how it was built. Okay, that one. So some of manual work. No, location is done already. So name. Okay, that one is here. I think it is correct now. And so the next one is just add our task. So task number 1, that one. Okay. This one. And the next one, not here. And I see that here I exported something wrong. So the first task was exported correctly. That one, but that one not. Just once again, I copy it and okay, so it is just from here. Okay, so no place to mistake. I do it once again. Copy to here. YAML. Copy to here. And copy to here. And copy to here. Okay, and once again, our first task is Azure CLI. Once again, sorry for that. Okay, first one. Okay, it's okay. Next task. Here it should be here. Okay, that one. And that's all. So we have another stage, and our steps are starting from here. And once again, that one is just steps and starting with the PowerShell. So correctly. Okay, and working directory here. Yeah, something like that. And another one is that one, new YAML. I have that one in my notepad. So another task. Okay, that's it. Okay, here is invalid YAML structure. It's not correct, and I think something like that should be working. So if it's something not correct in our structure, always good choice is use more professional editor like Visual Studio Code. So let's copy our file to Visual Studio Code and check what's going on. So new file and language YAML one, and here we see the problem is here. By the way, it is not detected here. Okay, but it should be kind of easy. That one. Here is a PowerShell. Okay, that one. Okay, so more or less it should be ready now. Let's check. Okay, but I see that there is a task and here is a no task. Let's see how is it look like. It should be steps task, and that one steps PowerShell. Okay, it's not correctly, by the way. So by the way, if we are here, and we can always search for the assistant here and PowerShell and inline, and our inline is something like that one. Okay, what we have here, more or less it's ready to use, but our inline script is something like that. Anyway, it's better to copy it from here, just our inline, that one, and add it here. So our PowerShell task should be look like that one, and our working directory is something like that one also. Here and here, and let's remove that one. So not always the method I presume with exporting via that one, it's not always working correctly. I think it's a kind of bug. So let's focus on that one and display that one. And what I see here, the steps are not formatted correctly. Okay, let's get that one. Doesn't help so much, but it should be something like that one. And this one is just another task and should be formatted like this one. Okay, more or less is okay now. I hope so. So once again, if you would like to do something good, use a better editor. You can always try use Alt-Shift-F to format that one. Just copy it. Display name is not necessary here. I think it should be here. Okay. Okay, I hope it will be working now. So let's save it and run. And let's check. So as you see, that manual work is not so easy, but it is also possible to do it via Ctrl+C, Ctrl+V and using the template. Okay, so it's failed. The task deploy container registry failed. Just why? Let's go to the release pipeline and edit our release pipeline. So in the release pipeline, we connect our artifact that its source alias here. I define the source alias, but in the YAML pipeline there is no this kind of definition, and simply the our code is just inside where our pipeline is. So we need to remove everywhere something like that. Okay, if we have something, we can just search and replace. It's not that one. Okay, and remove that one. And remove that one. I think without forwarding slash, save and execute. And let's return to our pipeline, so that one, and run pipeline. And let's see what's happened. And as we see, we move to the next stage, what is good. By the way, even if we use this automatic tool, we should also change the alias, simply remove the alias, so it doesn't matter if it's done automatically or just manually. We can see what's going on. Okay, so the current stage is just Docker build, so I hope it will be working. Okay, it will be working. Just there is a code of our pipeline. That one. Just it is executing. Here. And I can edit that one. By the way, everything is in the repository. But what else? What left? If we would like to move it to the Azure GitHub, to the GitHub from the Azure DevOps, you can use this link or use build that one using this website if you would like to be sure that nothing is exported to the different parties. So there is a source code of this page, and just you can provide here source code of the Azure DevOps YAML, and process it as a YAML one, but to the GitHub action. So the converted one should look like something like that one. And then, of course, there will be also some of the errors, but using this method, you have a starting point to convert your Azure DevOps YAML pipelines to the GitHub action. So, once again, all the links that I'm using during this presentation is here, and just contact with me via my Facebook, that one, or you can visit my blog rzetelnekursy.pl. It's a Polish name, but in English. And see you the next time, and thank you.